Hello, welcome all the Web3 enthusiasts and crypto enjoyers. It's Max speaking, and we continue our series of discussions related to all the sphere of blockchain. Today, I'm honored to host the discussion with real experts and representatives of the leading centralized exchanges, Biconomy.com, Bitget, and KuCoin. So all of our speakers from today have already been on our YouTube, so you guys should know them, but let's start with just a brief introduction. So I think we can start with Dorian.
Hi guys. So Dorian here, working at KuCoin, already been there for 2 years and a half. What we do at KuCoin, well, me specifically, I'm representative for Europe. So any types of partnerships that goes between KuCoin and local entities, local companies, local KOLs goes through me. And then above that, well, KuCoin, as you might know, is the altcoin exchange where you can go and find your next crypto gem. I strongly encourage you to continue to do that in this bull run.
Perfect, thank you. Dmitry.
Yeah, hello guys. My name is Dmitriy Sheludko, and I am the CEO and founder of Biconomy.com cryptocurrency exchange. We are a global leading exchange. Now we are on top 30 leaders by CoinMarketCap rank. So join our exchange. We have great and good updates of our future system right now.
Thank you. And Eduard.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Eduard. So I'm currently working for Bitget exchange, which is also one of the leading exchange worldwide. So I'm responsible for the regional marketing. Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. So let's get our interview going, not interview discussion. And the first question is, of course, about halving. So Bitcoin halving is in, and when do you guys think a full-fledged bull market and altcoin season will start, if it hasn't yet? Let's start with Dmitry.
Yeah, thanks for this one. This is a good question. We actually waited for the halving for a long time. On our website, we had special countdown, so we made a hit about it, as some exchanges also. So yeah, now it's on. Now halving is on board, and what we can see, many people was expected, like I think different behavior and different reaction of the market to this huge fundamental news. But what I see, probably not many people even understand what is halving about and how it works. So as we know, halving is a dividing over contribution and rewards for the miners. So right now, the mining companies that mine Bitcoin started to make less money, 2 times less money. And also what we can see, the commissions of Bitcoin network also actually doubled because of the halving, and the huge network is like was split to the half, and now all is 2 times better, or sometimes not better. So before the halving, like month ago, 1.5 months ago, we saw what market started to be super active after the Bitcoin ETF launch, after the rumors about Ethereum ETF launch. Market started to be alive. It went up from the range what was during all 2023, and we saw what Bitcoin actually hit new highs above $70,000, and people started to dream about 100,000 for Bitcoin. And the halving supposed to be the next huge point of a growth, and many people expected, me also, and our team also expected what bull run will continue and Bitcoin will go to next highs above 80,000 and up to 100,000. But as we know, market is not so stupid sometimes, and it's not easy and never predictable. So what we can see right now, people right now we see all reality what halving gives to the market and gives to the participants of Bitcoin mining companies and Bitcoin transaction users. So first of all, mining companies started to make less money. So this is huge minus to this business, and it started to be harder to work for Bitcoin mining. And as a classic user, for example, if I want to send some Bitcoin, for example, for $100 to my friend, right now I will pay the huge commission around $30. So the third part of my money will be spent on commission. And of course, this is a super huge amount. If I'm sending a couple of thousands, it's okay. It's equal to some banking commissions if I use Swift, for example. But it's a crypto space, and it's for a long term. Crypto users started. It started to be a good behavior to use cheap transactions. So right now it's super painful for classic ordinary crypto users to make transactions in Bitcoin. So better to sell Bitcoin right now, transfer to USDT, and make transfers super cheaply, less than for $1. So this is also a huge minus in my opinion, what halving brings for now. Of course, with time, situation will be better. And like I think some solutions about Bitcoin system will help to reduce the cost of transactions. But for now, this is what we have in. And of course, market right now reacts as we see. Bitcoin in correction, it's above 60,000 right now. But like in the future, maybe we can see a bigger correction. Maybe it can go under 60,000, maybe even go to 50,000. If we will don't have new good fundamental news on crypto market. Maybe Ethereum ETF will help. Maybe some huge integration will help. But right now, what I'm seeing, market is paused, and it's on some pause, and we will see what will be next. After that, we will. The spring is now. Spring is normal season for crypto, but summer in the future, summer always has a low business activity on all markets. So probably during the summer, we will be in some big correction, and we will see what will be on autumn. If some good fundamental news will come on board, we will see Bitcoin above 80,000.
Okay, thank you. Detailed as always. So Dmitry is waiting for the summer correction. What is your opinion, Dorian?
Dmitry is always more optimistic than me. So I'm not gonna give like a very specific detailed prediction or whatever, because that would be only personal first, not KuCoin's point of view or whatever. And to be honest, like I've already missed out on 3 bull runs, so I might not be the best person, if you see what I mean. Well, anyway, what we've seen as an exchange in March before the halving is that there is a huge inflow of investments. So it doesn't translate in price so far, but what is sure is that there is interest for this market, especially this year. It's very comparable if we look to historical data to the trends we saw in the last cycle, which is a bit surprising because now there are like how you say that, they are much more institutional. So the share of these investments and the scope, the amount is much larger, and the share that comes from institutional is much larger. But in terms of trend, like smart money is technically doing something we have already seen in the past regarding the halving event. So that's one thing. Actually, I mean, as far as we can see on centralized exchange, I'm not going to say for like on-chain or what is happening on ETFs. I think the flow, the inflow has been reducing in the last weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I checked that last week, but I would need to recheck. So pretty much like there is also an attentive situation. Everybody is waiting. There is this meme when everybody is like touching Bitcoin with a stick. Like, well, what is it going to do? Do something.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much this situation currently. But that's not where the interest of the halving lies, to be honest. And if we are here also because we like Bitcoin as a technology and as the possibility it provides us, is because it became something sure, and it becomes like a predictable event that we know will happen every 4 years, much like around 4 years, around every 4 years, and it works. It just works perfectly as intended. We don't even have to worry about it. There is this quote, don't remember from who says there are only two certain things in life: death and taxes. Well, now we can say there are three: death, taxes, and Bitcoin halving.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Got it. So we'll see how the stick will move the market. And Eduard, your ideas.
Yeah. So same as Dorian, it's just my own opinion on the current market, not Bitget's one. So, and I also wouldn't predict specific prices, and I would expand like the question a little, since it would be a little wrong to talk about the potential bull run in the context of only halving. In fact, there are a lot of different news events happening in the market right now that can be assessed as quite positive for the market. So in general, speaking about Bitcoin halving and other news related to potential growth of the market, I could probably say the following. So firstly, if you look at the market, we can see that since the end of 2021 till, I would say, early 2024, there was a bear and flat market. Prices for many assets dropped. Some companies laid off employees, etc., etc. So, and now there is more like a correction of this drop, I would probably say so. The market has been depressed for around 2 years. Secondly, a big factor is the recent adoption of like Bitcoin ETFs, spot Bitcoin ETFs, when large funds can buy and store Bitcoins through custodians. It can enable more financial institutions and individual investors to access Bitcoin investments more conveniently and reduce investment risks. This, of course, indicates an additional inflow of funds into crypto, especially institutional capital. Overall, for the long term, we can expect more and more institutional investors to add Bitcoin to their portfolios. So certainly, this is the development of new directions, new narratives on the market. Currently, different projects are developing on blockchains, such as, I guess you probably all heard, as Ton Network, for example, and the crypto ecosystem in Telegram is also growing, so which is also a driver for additional like mass adoption. And of course, the Bitcoin halving, which historically was fairly expected by the community and was usually a growth factor. But if we look at the historical dynamics, so we can see that with each cycle, the influence of the halving decreases, and plus the growth with each halving is less and less in percentage, since the market caps grows, and as you know, the more expensive the asset, the less potential it has for movement up. So back to the question, we can probably talk about a like small bull run, because Bitcoin has already reached all-time high recently. So regarding altcoins, here we can also observe different trends. So some meme coins, social file, layer 2 blockchains are increasing, etc. So, but now the market is very different. There are many drivers for growth, but at the same time, there are also some other factors related to difficulties of like some companies, some like exchanges and others, which can also be considered as factors for the dump. So to summarize, the market is quite unpredictable. I agree with Dmitry. And at the moment, it's impossible to say for sure how long the growth will last. And it's difficult to say the exact date or like time for the start of full-fledged bull market and altcoin season. Yeah, however, like Bitget team is already preparing to provide maximum support to its users who are interested in trading. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. So, small bull run we're waiting. I would like to point out how our experts answer the questions related to bull run and some forecasts and so on. So it's not like Telegram or YouTube experts who shout that the bull run is coming, who say in exact dates, exact numbers. So guys, please pay attention that real experts who do contribution for the market, for its existence, do not provide any like exact information. Just stick to your strategy, and if you like Bitcoin, as Dorian said, just wait for the growth. It's not predictable at all, and the patience is everything. So thank you. It's a great beginning, and let's put Bitcoin a bit aside and continue with more altcoin topics. And for each exchange, I would like to ask you guys, what are the emerging token trends on your exchanges, and what are the new narratives besides AI? So let's start with KuCoin and Dorian.
Yep. So regarding this, same thing actually. Narrative trends, they have been a thing in crypto always, like with all altcoins especially. But the fact that the scope and the size of these trends change doesn't change the way they actually work. And what we've seen recently, at the beginning of the, let's say, takeoff of the bull run, AI was a very strong narrative still. But this situation has changed in the last month. Couple of months, I would say. We've seen DePIN narrative that was already taking off. So DePIN stands for Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Networks. Technically, like how an example of that would be the way we share computing power through our individual CPUs and GPUs through networks. And that would be an example of a DePIN project that would provide you with a solution that can let's say, be a competitor to a more centralized solution that would be run only, for example, from Microsoft or Amazon or whatever. So the fact that these projects focusing on such narrative took off, it was already a thing like a couple of months ago. Now it has calmed down a bit, but they are still pretty much well valued. And we see new projects coming with great deep-in ideas to be listed on KuCoin. So pay attention to the last crypto gems we listed. Actually, some of them, many of them are from this narrative. Same thing with real world asset tokenization. And this is going to be really probably the largest narrative for this cycle, because it's not only pushed in the crypto space, it's also pushed by institutional investors, especially the largest ones. So I'm not going to go back to BlackRock and how they intend to use it on the Ethereum blockchain. So it seems for now to actually tokenize some assets that they want to offer to their clients worldwide instead of just locally based, let's say. So that's really a narrative that has been taking off also, that is continuing to take off. And we are probably very far from its top, considering that now we have examples of real-world asset tokenization projects that manage to have what they provide as value on-chain being actually accepted and taken into account by the legal authorities of certain countries, especially regarding land ownership and such kind of projects. So I really encourage you once again to take a look at the crypto gems we have on KuCoin, especially around the real-world asset tokenization narrative. There has been a lot happening in this space, and we are actually having a full, full category dedicated to these tokens. Don't hesitate to take a look.
Thank you. Much more detail than the first question. So seems like this topic is more comfortable. Okay, what about Biconomy.com, Dmitry?
Yeah, this topic is very good. I just thought what the history always repeats itself, and my colleague just from KuCoin just said what the real world tokenization project started to be on the market, and I moved back to 2017 when we had huge hype of ICOs, and we also had same situation, the huge number of projects with estate tokenization, with luxury goods tokenization, with car tokenization came on the market. But if we will see to these projects right now, I don't know anyone who survived, and I don't know and I don't know any project who has made a huge and long story to be maybe big thing. I mean, in crypto space, we also what for the world. It's really huge and big thing. And for example, ChatGPT existing really successfully right now. We grow, but we have many new additions, and where product has a huge demand on the market, and inside of many companies. But again, in crypto space, I can't see any good quality projects who are ready to provide and build something same. I mean, long-term story with good and very demandable product for the people. So that's why I don't like and don't understand new trends pretty much, because what I see just covers, what I see just ideas for now. But of course, as a crypto exchange, we all want to see high quality and very good, strong projects. We want to see a good partners with who we will work after 3 or 5 years, and we together will be happy to grow, and we together will be happy to celebrate our successes together. But as what I see, we still have many covers, we still have many nice websites, nice ideas, and nothing more. So this is what I'm thinking about, and this is what I can tell about this half bull run, let's say so. Half bull run, because it's not ended yet, and we expect more and higher run. So what I see, the quality of projects for now is super low. It's super low, and the amount of good quality projects, what actually has not only idea and some good website and cover, it's much less than, for example, in 2017. For example, in 2017, we can easily divide many projects by their reliability and their future. So we can see some projects is not super good, and they can be risky, and we can take this risk and invest to them. But we also, at the same time, we can see some platforms, new blockchains, new DeFi companies who are absolutely more reliable on all of and the way above all of the market, and we surely can, for example, take advantage and check it as a potential investment for us. I mean, and right now I'm talking as a, like, for example, as an ordinary crypto trader and mind of crypto trader. So and for now, what I can see, yeah, there is some platform tokens, there is some new chains, but my opinion about all of them is like time is decide, and time will show everything. So the trends and narratives for now, they can be very good, they can be very nice, but I want to see what will be after 3 months or 6 months with these projects. So the huge AI narrative changed right now, and since for example, half of a year when it started, when ChatGPT made huge boom in the world, and many blockchain companies started to build same companies but blockchain based. There is no any good player on the market on the cryptocurrency market from AI for now. I can't mention it. So narratives for now can be changed. For now, I can see many meme tokens from different platforms. Solana chain right now on the boom, and many meme tokens came from this network. Maybe some couple good projects also will exist, like dApps or some DEXs on Solana. We will see. History will show. But my real opinion is what with time, since 2017, the quality of the projects is started to be very low, and there is no enough not enough amount of good quality projects on the market. So that's why, in my opinion, we can see the full and the full-fledged and full power bull market right now, because there is no enough fundamental support from the big players, new big players on the market. And market can't move only on the old ones. Market can't move only on Solana or on a Ton chain, for example. Ton chain is a new player, and they should show where dApps, where cases. I personally like it, and I see a huge future about Telegram Open Network, because this is the sixth largest messenger in the world, and they have a great future. It will be the same like Solana, or maybe even better, of course, with another story. But for market, it's not enough. And next narrative we will see. I'm always believe what DeFi tokens and next generation of DeFi tokens should come to the market and move it on and move it higher. Because when we see good DeFi projects where big money, fundamental money, some funds, big retail investors, they started to join it, because it's about whole crypto monetary system. It's about we can say crypto banking inside of whole blockchain and crypto market, and many DeFi projects is super reliable and still exist. So what I'm waiting, I'm waiting new narrative of DeFi 2.0 projects.
Thank you. I like this detailed introduction to your actual answers. So Dmitry doesn't like the current trends, and a little bit less optimistic than in the first question. So let's get Bitget. Eduard, what are the emerging token trends on Bitget?
Yeah, I agree with Dorian, with Dmitry. So many new projects are coming, like many new narratives actually, and it will be really interesting to see what happens later in around 3 months, for example, or maybe like even later. So the top new narratives on the current market are, I would say, the following. So of course, it's not a financial advice. So first of all, it's like BTC ETH related blockchains, including layer 2 networks and side chains. So the second thing I would like highlight that some projects become like also popular projects that try to create hybrid exchanges combining SEX and DEX possibilities. Like some new are developing in mini apps, as Dmitry mentioned. It will be interesting what will happen with Telegram development in terms of crypto. So I know that many like mini apps are creating by different teams. So some of them are trying to create exchanges. So it will be interesting to see what will happen next, for sure. So the second narrative I would highlight, it's of course meme tokens. So for now, for example, in case of Solana, the market cap today is H2.2 billion, like based on today's data on CoinGecko. So users love such projects due to fast implementation and active trading. So also there are like some social fi projects, accelerated social networking concept that allows users to create, control, and own their social media platforms. And of course, yeah, as it's been mentioned, real world assets are also developing. Yeah, I guess that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Eduard. And I think let's continue with you. We already touched the topic of fees, especially on BTC. So next question is about that ordinals and runes tend to make BTC transactions super expensive, which also affect deposits and withdrawals on exchanges. Do you think inscriptions are a good solution for the blockchain scalability problem?
Yeah, while inscriptions have potential, I would say that the scalability problem for blockchain relies on various factors. So first of all, ordinals and runes do tend to increase transaction fees, but other solutions such as layer 2 scaling of chain solutions and improvements to the underlying protocol are also being explored. And secondly, a combination of these methods could be employed to effectively address the scalability problem and improve the overall utility and efficiency of blockchain transactions, including deposits and withdrawals on exchanges. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you. Dorian, your ideas about that?
Well, so this will be my personal opinion once more, because as a global exchange, as you can imagine, KuCoin has a neutral approach to ordinals, runes, even the UTXO model. Like in the end, it's all about having a community, and they want a service. If there is an actual organic community that needs a service, we'll try to provide it. That's the point of view of the exchange, and they don't have to take a stance on these, like, let's say, developments. But personally, I can, you see, because it's true, we have had this debate about, like, is ordinals or runes a legitimate way to be using the blockchain, especially the Bitcoin blockchain, because of the problems of scalability it brings. I don't think, honestly, it's how to say, it's just showing something that was already there. There is a problem of scalability. We know it. We know that Bitcoin is decentralized and safe, but because of that, it's not as scalable as it could be. We've all heard Vitalik Buterin, the dilemma of the blockchain, etc. So the issue is, there is probably a way to make it more scalable, and maybe the fact that these solutions, alternative ways of using it, are being developed will compel us, and I mean compel much more intelligent people than us, especially than me, to find solutions, scalable solutions for Bitcoin, maybe through layer 2 with the Lightning Network. I hope this is going to be a viable solution. Maybe other things that we don't know yet, like it has brought also many functionalities, and especially DeFi functionalities, that we thought were impossible on Bitcoin at first. The fact that we can build on stacks now, for example, that DeFi protocols can actually start to build on extra layers of BTC. That's very interesting. That's something we would not even have thought of in 2018-19. So here's to that, and let's see.
Let's see, and let's see what Dmitry thinks about it.
Hard question, because I already mentioned transactions started to be super expensive. And I'm always thinking as a classic trader, and I'm always thinking about people from from different countries. For example, if I'm some Indian trader, we know what Indians don't have much and huge deposits in general. And if I'm transferring Bitcoin to my family, for example, as a help, as a funds, what I want to use for the food, for example, where every coin and every blockchain scalability always depends on the cost. It always relies on the cost of transaction. So if Bitcoin, for example, ordinals and runes, if we move to a more expensive way and a more expensive transactions way, this is okay. We still in research of best solutions for Bitcoin. We still in research for the best cases for Bitcoin. But we always should remember what many experts, many KOLs right now always saying what Bitcoin, with some time, Bitcoin will not be the first on market cap. Bitcoin will stop to be #1 cryptocurrency. And if we will see the same situation and no changes about transaction costs, I'm also thinking what Bitcoin scalability will be finished, and there will be not much cases to use Bitcoin. Of course, right now we have many of them actually, but this is not enough for current blockchain and cryptocurrency world, because we see many things changed, many platforms appeared. And for example, if we compare Bitcoin and Ethereum as a blockchain platforms, Ethereum already had a lot of updates and a lot of new releases since its existence. And where system started to be better, we tried to be more comparable to current new blockchains and solutions. We try to be comparable to Binance Smart Chain, to Solana, to Tron, and Avax, and many others. So we fight where a blockchain has transformation and it moves to a better space and the better environment. But anyway, in my opinion, for example, Ethereum right now losing competition to young and more cheaper networks, cheaper regarding transactions. For example, it's already losing for Solana and Binance Smart Chain. This is these two networks is more popular right now, way more reliable. Solana not such stable as Ethereum, but it's cheaper. And as I said,
Solana reliable, really?
Yeah, why not? Why not? Because you can see
because you have to pray to get the transaction accepted. That's why.
Yeah, you can see right now by the people opinion. You can see by the amount of users and transactions in the network. If it's an awful network, if it's not good and not comparable to Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, not a lot of people will use it, and not many projects, even if it's scams and meme token, they will not appear. Actually, Solana right now, Solana network itself provided this start of bull market right now, in my opinion, because I was deeply inside of Solana chain and Solana community during past months, and I saw what's happening. People was crazy. Yes, Solana network was glitch. Solana network was not stable sometimes, but again, money decide, transaction fees decide. And I can tell, for example, again, back to 2017, even when many ICOs started to appear, and I had personal experience, when we started to, for example, to send tokens during some ICO for one project, it was around 40,000 transactions. The Ethereum network also had many problems, many glitches, and it just stuck. So there is no any perfect systems in the world. There is no any perfect blockchains on the market right now. But it's not only about technical and technical base.
That's for sure.
Yeah, there is no. It's not only about technical basement about blockchain. We also remember example of Binance Smart Chain when it was hyped, when it was full supported by Binance and Binance community. It was also super hot time, and also good example of successful story in crypto. So Bitcoin itself also should be a successful story. It can't be expensive network. It can't be luxury network. If we want to see Bitcoin a king, if you want to see it on the first place, and if you want to see Bitcoin still a market indicator and major movement of the market, it's supposed to be comparable to other coins, blockchains, doesn't matter. And regarding transaction fees, right now it's awful. It's not like pleasant. It's not useful to use Bitcoin itself for now. So of course we need some good solutions. Maybe inscriptions, maybe something else. But transformation must be on blockchain network, on Bitcoin blockchain network, and after that, Bitcoin will still be a king, and it will be a major indicator of a market. So people always speak with their wallet. We all should remember this. And we all serve to retail investors mostly. We all serve to the people who buy and trade crypto for $50 or $100. So we always will be picky, and we will be we will move to the side of cheaper transactions and best networks. So what's what I'm seeing? Bitcoin should be changed, and Bitcoin network should be more comparable to current market.
Okay, thank you. So I see that Solana probably deserves a separate discussion, and maybe we will come with it later. And for here, I had one provocative and a little bit conspirative question, but I think for today we can skip it. I'll keep it for the next time. And now I'd like to ask a direct question. I hope your colleagues don't mind. The question is about KuCoin. It's addressed to Dorian. So could you please tell us such a thing that AML services started to mark TRC20 USDT from KuCoin as suspicious? And what's the story behind it? Mike.
Well, the story behind it is actually a great example of how you should be careful with information, especially in this market. I mean, it's not the first time we have to face some FUD, but this time it's actually direct fake news combined to FUD. So that's cool. We found no confirmation of the presence of such a label like anywhere. The founder of CEO of the BitOK service that was mentioned in the initial article, so Dmitriy Sheludko, he also stated the sources was not true. And we have clarified this with the Forklog website that published it. They published an additional article sharing more details around the matter. So I actually forwarded you the link. At the moment, it will be possible to share to the audience if they want. If there is a written description, they can take a look. at the article in detail. So obviously, at KuCoin, we really put the security of the assets of our customers first. We're the people's exchange after all, and so we have a dedicated set of partners regarding the marking of transactions. We monitor wallets 24/7. We use really standard third-party providers and for this service. So like all the best chain analysis, TRM, etc., etc. We actually use a various set of them to be sure that we are not missing something out and leaving something like leaving something unnoticeable happening. So far, so good. But once again, an example of how you should really dig a bit for yourself, which is cool actually because you can. That's also one good thing about our space. You don't have to rely exactly on one article, what is written somewhere. You can actually go and check around, and there is a lot of information available.
Thank you. I had actually no doubts about KuCoin, but so yeah, guys, please be careful with the information used. So thank you, Dorian. It was kind of a very straight answer for such a tricky question. And okay, let's move then for the last question for today. And I think we can start with Eduard. And the question is, does blockchain adoption happen faster or slower compared to previous market cycles? So since we're speaking about historical data a lot today and that the history repeats itself. So what do you think about this?
Yeah. So, yeah, first of all, just my own opinion, not Bitget's one. So the adoption of blockchain can be seen as occurring at different speeds compared to previous market cycles, depending on various factors. So this time, I think the implementation of blockchain in this cycle is faster in some aspects and slower in others. So factors supporting faster adoption, like it's like mass adoption compared to previous market cycles. There is currently greater awareness and understanding of blockchain technology among businesses, institutions, and the general public, influenced by prominent figures like such as Elon Musk and others, of course. And the second thing is institutional involvement in the market. So there has been a noticeable increase in the share of institutional capital in top assets classes recently. So traditional financial institutions are exploring blockchain solutions. And I guess like last but not least, today we discussed the development of Telegram, for example, which has more than 900 million users globally, worldwide. And at the recent conferences, for example, we heard the active adoption of Ton network. Of course, it will be interesting to see how well it goes in several months or maybe years. But still, I would say it could be it could be a big additional factor for the further blockchain mass adoption, actually, since Telegram has many users. However, we still see regulatory uncertainty in the law in some countries and scalability and compatibility issues that are slowing down the adoption. Yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Eduard. And Dmitry, what's your idea of what's happening with the adoption of blockchain?
Yeah, in my opinion, currently it moves faster than before. I told what I don't like current narratives about new projects, but blockchain itself, it moves much better. We see some good platforms on the market. We see some good examples of successful stories and good solutions for the existing problems of blockchain. So for now, at least, for example, we can name for example, like any top 10 new blockchains and new networks, what can be something good to see and check in the future. And this is good point of current situation, and this is good support for the market itself and for the future of blockchain itself as a technology. And I also thought about this question today, and again want to mention and jump into the past to 2017, because I had experience of selling and offering corporate private blockchains to big IT companies like IBM, Lenovo, Amazon Web Services, and it was super interesting to see how I was interested in this market in 2017-18. And we started to create special blockchain laboratories. We started to hire blockchain specialists. And we was deeply interested in this technology itself. And of course, for any blockchain company, and especially for layer 1 blockchain solutions, it was a huge green sign and flag to develop, to grow, to provide products and services. And layer 1s during that time, they thought they will be the same level as, like, for example, Amazon Web Services or IBM companies in the future, because we saw huge potential of development and growth, not only in crypto space, but in real space with real cases, with real IT companies. Of course, for now, time is changed. We see what interest from IT giants to blockchain, not the same. We actually understand what blockchain gives to them and what blockchain can give to just general users of their companies and to crypto users of layer 1 blockchain networks. And we understand there is not too much space to monetize solutions based on crypto and blockchain, because crypto and blockchain itself was created firstly to share the value, to share the money between each other cheaply and better and faster than before. It was a good replacement of banking system in 2000s, 2010, and time is changed right now. The banking solutions, the IT products in global giant companies also changed, and they started to be also more faster, more flexible, and maybe some solutions we even get from blockchain and crypto. But what I'm seeing all goes from another side, the crypto taking everything from the classic companies and stock markets, for example. So generally, if we say, yeah, blockchain moving better, and where development goes much better than before, and for now we have huge giants and whales what we are standing on. So, for example, Binance Ethereum, firstly, of course, Binance Smart Chain, Solana network, Tron network, Avalanche, also right now near of all these giants. This is the good and strong basement for the whole crypto and blockchain development. And what I want to see, and whole industry want to see, and every crypto users who ever bought any crypto in their lives, we want more and better adoption, because adoption is everything. I already told what transaction fees and the price matters. And the second huge question for the whole cryptocurrency and the future of the blockchain. If you will go to the future, to the 5 and 10 years, I want to see better adoption. I want to see real life and everyday adoption of blockchain as the technology in the life of general people. And again, back to 2017, we was dreamers during that time. And we thought what blockchain will be inside of every phone and inside of every app. And people even will not realize what something made with blockchain. Because, for example, when we're using any bank application, we don't think how it's made and what used inside as a technology. We just using it, it works well, it gives us benefits, and that's it. So the same must be with blockchain. And until now, there is no good adoption outside of the crypto. Of course, we're using Trust Wallet, and it's based on blockchain and blockchain transactions. Of course, we're using centralized exchanges. We're using some decentralized application based on blockchain, but all these works only with each other and inside of closed crypto ecosystem and closed blockchain network. So my opinion, in 5 years, I want to see the better adoption. And from now, currently, I want to see some good steps in blockchain development and good signs to this movement and to the more reality adoption. I don't know, maybe it will be from AI and some blockchain project, blockchain-based AI project will fly and skyrocket and will give this huge adoption to all over the world. And it will beat ChatGPT and our AI systems. Maybe maybe some new DeFi project will do it. I really don't know, but I like the speed of current blockchain development, and I want to see better and good improvements and more adoption in the future.
Thank you. I like how much you care about the general audience, about regular traders, and how often you try to put yourself on their place. I think it's really valuable. So, Dorian, what do you think about the adoption?
Well, last thing I would say, it's going to be a personal answer again, unfortunately.
Need to put a disclaimer on your.
But it's about it's really about the institutions. In the end, what they are doing is that if we have to compare to how the internet got adopted, people got companies interested, companies got mass adoption through services, through products. They got mass adoption for the internet as a technology. And probably that's what we're going to see in crypto as well. And now we are seeing a real interest from institutions, from companies in the technology. Probably a couple of great services and products will appear based on the technology. And thanks to that, mass adoption will come. Like, I don't believe what's happening on chain, the decentralized aspect of it alone, is able to bring us mass adoption. At least not in this cycle. Like, it was not able to do it in the previous cycles. And from what we see, the products that have a tendency to create this kind of attraction for users who are not already in crypto, it's really happening. Like, it's happening, generally speaking, on centralized agents. So should it be exchanges? Should it be like projects, a centralized project that uses blockchain technology? It's really what's bringing a lot of people who are not in the space to the space in the first place. The value proposition of Bitcoin is known by everyone who has been in the space for a couple of years already, or who has gotten interested in the technology itself. But I really don't think this market cycle, this mass adoption is happening only thanks to this, and probably it will happen mostly thanks to something else.
Thank you. And yeah, that's it for today. Maybe if anyone has some announcements, some news, some wishes for the audience, please go ahead. Anyone? Okay.
No, let me say, let me tell as a final, because I was too optimistic today, maybe in some opinions. So I want to tell what all said by me was just my personal opinion, and nothing was a financial advice, of course. You always
same here.
yeah, it's same for all. Yeah, you people always should think and take care about your risks. You only one person who taking responsibility for all what you're doing, and of course, we as a centralized exchanges representatives, we always welcome to see you on our exchanges to use our products. And for example, our exchange has a good and strong update of our futures trading system. We have futures V 3.0 system right now, what is based on the leading solution of a cryptocurrency market right now. So I'm personally inviting you to join us, and of course, be careful on the crypto market, because it has a high risk of losing money. So take care about your risk management. Thank you so much for all who joined us today. Thank you for the participants. Thanks for my colleagues. Today was a really great and warm, I can say, talk between us.
Thank you. I would, if you don't mind, I would also add a couple of words about like Bitget. Yeah, I fully agree with Dmitry. I also have to remind you always your own research, because cryptocurrencies are like subject of to high market risk and volatility. So always do your own research, invest at your own risk, etc. So maybe like a couple of words about interesting activities and news. So at Bitget, there was a launch of spot zero fee campaign for all users on two main trading pairs, including BTC USDT and ETH USDT. So, and recently campaign was upgraded. So during the promotion, transaction fees for the pairs that I mentioned, BTC USDT and ETH USDT, will return to normal, while all daily transaction fees will be distributed to users who have registered and participated in Trade to Mine event. So in the form of B2B token, so quite interesting, I would say. So campaign will last till 20th May. About like big launches, Bitget recently introduced Pool X product, which is Bitget's newly launched staking platform where users can like stake popular tokens, earn popular tokens by staking designated cryptocurrencies. And at Bitget, recently introduced pre-market trading. So it's like an OTC trading platform specializing in providing pre-traded marketplace for new coins before their official listing. Yeah, don't forget about the risks. And thank you so much for everyone who joined today. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Eduard. You're well prepared for that. Dorian, anything to add?
Well, yes, thanks to my colleagues. As they mentioned, it was a cool panel to have with them. So if it's time for promotion, I'm just going to talk about one aspect. We just launched a joint campaign with Ton, the open network, the cryptocurrency of Telegram. You have all the details on our official social media. It's about the launch of the stable coins on the Ton blockchain with free withdrawals, free deposits, free deposits, obviously, but free withdrawals And yes, the arrival of USDT on the open network blockchain, which tells us that there is a bright future also ahead for the Ton blockchain as itself.
Thank you. It was not even a promotion, but a valuable information, I would say. So yeah, thank you guys for joining in. It was a warm atmosphere here and good discussion it was. Thank you very much for our audience. Yeah, keep your risk management, stay safe, and see you in the next episodes of Synopsis Talks.